Many transitioning service members and veterans leave military service with life-altering disabilities that can lead to employment challenges. And that's why the Veterans Benefits Administration wants to make sure veterans know there is help available through the administration's Veteran Readiness and Employment Program. Nick Pamperin, Executive Director of the Veteran Readiness and Employment Program, joins us this morning to talk more about that. Good morning, Nick. How are you?
Good morning, sir. Happy to be here and talk with you today about VRE.
Definitely. So talk about VRE. How does this work?
Sure. VRE stands for Veteran Readiness and Employment, and it truly is, a unique benefit that veterans are entitled to, different than any other benefit, from my opinion, within the administration. The way it works is that a veteran, who has a 10% service-connected disability or greater, is eligible to apply. And once in the program, our goal is to help that service member overcome their disability to get that job they want, the career they want, or to live independently. And the way we do that is they are assigned a personal one-on-one relationship with a counselor, a master's educated, professionally trained counselor that helps them overcome whether it's their disabilities, problems in school, any kind of employment handicap. And that's what makes our program unique. That's what makes it different, is that highly personalized engagement that they have with their dedicated counselor.
Nick, talk about the great need for this.
Yeah, so as you know, and I believe as you mentioned, veterans who are, transitioning service members that are coming out, are facing all sorts of obstacles. And that's really where our program comes in. In the state of Texas, for example, I know you guys are in Austin, there are over 14,500 veterans in the state of Texas who are currently using our program. That's over 14,000 veterans in the state of Texas that are actively pursuing that independence or that outcome goal, but need that additional assistance, need that professional counselor to help them achieve their goals and objectives.
Have there been any recent changes or updates to the program people need to know about?
The one program change that I would say, and I'd be remiss if I didn't get it out there, is, there is education benefits within what's called the post 9/11 GI Bill. And then there's also education benefits. We offer virtually the same benefits as far as we'll pay for tuition, schooling, books, subsistence allowance. There are some subtle differences. But normally, you have 48 months of entitlement for either benefit. The difference is now that a veteran who comes to VRE first, whether they use 1 month or 2 years of VRE benefits, does not impact their GI Bill entitlement. So VRE, if they need that extra level of assistance, they should come explore our program.
Nick, just to wrap us up here, where can people go to learn more about this and or apply for the program?
Absolutely. They can go to va.gov/VRE. They can also reach us at our contact centers at 1-800-827-1000. Or they could visit any one of our local Veteran Benefits Administration regional offices or out-based sites where we have dedicated VRE professional staff that will be more than happy to assist them in understanding the program further or actually applying for the program.
Nick Pamperin, thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Thank you, sir.